So the Commanders traded for Carson Wentz today. From the Indianapolis Colts. A lot of I don't know. I really I don't get it, but I get it, if that makes any sense. The coaching staff, front office, Ron in particular, obviously put it out there for anybody who was listening that they wanted to upgrade a quarterback. With this trade, they have accomplished that. However, there's a multiple reasons why would they have to make it now? I mean, to me, Carson Wentz, just judging by what the Indianapolis Colts front office was saying coming out of there, they obviously made it known that they were going to trade him. I just can't justify a trade, but you're desperate when you swap your number twos out for this year's draft. They get your number 2 draft pick for next year's draft. And I believe a 3rd round pick as well. So it was quite expensive for a guy. I mean, looking at Carson Wentz's numbers, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Some seems to think it's fool's gold. If you look at the tape, I didn't pay much attention to him this year. Just going on his stats, he seemed to have a pretty good year. I know he had issues with the vaccine, the COVID. There was issues there. I know he rubbed a lot of people in that organization the wrong way, just based on his stance with the vaccination. He's very religious. And so he had his stance towards that. So I don't know if this is all because of that, what his stance was, with this vaccine. But as far as on the field, Indianapolis started off slow, but they picked up. Was it an upgrade over what Phillip Rivers did the week before, the year before? I don't know. I don't think so. But they were there the last weekend of the year. All they had to do was beat Jacksonville, and they were in the playoffs. But rivalry game, Jacksonville's just playing, spoiler. Carson Wentz looks terrible in that game. Not going to say I think the game plan was kind of suspect too, but so Carson Wentz goes, he heads back to the NFC East in that division where he has to go play Philly twice a year. Actually has to play Indianapolis next year. So this is where, mentally he's going to have to, I mean, Philly is a tough town. We all know that. Washington is just as tough. I mean, Washington is just as relentless, insufferable. They will run you out of town as well. So just getting the vibe of the fan base and just getting a little bit just on social media, the little bit that I got, it seems like a lot of people are really not in favor of this trade. They're kind of disappointed, and they're just I don't know. I wouldn't say shocked, but just kind of trying to process it, trying to make it make sense. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna just go with with the football answer. To me, you upgrade it. I mentioned the measurables of Carson Wentz earlier in the video. You got better in the quarterback room. Taylor knows the offense. You know, obviously Carson's coming in with $28 million, basically a prove it deal to kind of just resuscitate his career. I mean, he's on his third team in 2 years. And so he has a lot to prove, man. And can he handle the whole weight? We don't know. But there seems to be some type of mystery or innuendo, as far as how, his leadership and as far as how he carries himself, as far as how good of a teammate he is. And you're going into your third locker room. Obviously your last two locker rooms that there's been some kind of issue. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to speculate, but there is an issue there. And you're going into another locker room. So where leadership is needed from that position. So, like I said, I'm indifferent about it. I mean, to me, he rolls in here. He comes in, he competes. He's obviously the starter. Unless Washington, I don't see why they wouldn't, if they still had an interest in any of these quarterbacks. If they really like one that they really kind of like, I don't know if they'd use it for the 11th pick. I just don't see any of these quarterbacks going in the top 5 now. But top 10, certainly top 15, you might have one or two go. Who those are, I don't know. Obviously, Malik, Willis has been all the talk lately, and Kenny Pickett, and even I think the gentleman Ritter has picked up some. He's ascending a little bit. So there you have it, Commander Carson Wentz in the fold. And he'll be wearing burgundy and gold. I don't know, man. We'll see. Take care.